Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lynn. If not, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about my favorite small leaf Hoyas at the moment. And nothing is ranked, as always. If that sounds exciting for you, keep on watching. So this video was voted on from my community page. If you haven't been to my community page now, go check it out. Over there, I post like some behind the scenes photos sometimes, and I also usually ask you for video ideas and get you voting on what you want to watch, basically. So if you're interested in that, go check out my community page. But this video is all thanks to the community. Thank you guys for voting on this video and for wanting me to do this video. I am so excited, and I'm just so excited to show you the 10 Hoyas I have today that are my favorite small leaf Hoyas at the moment. In no particular order, as always, just grabbing what's nearest to me. This is the first small leaf Hoya that I just really enjoyed. This is the Hoya Bella Inner Variegated. Just wow. Look at that beautiful variegation. So there are many different versions of the Hoya Bella. There's the Hoya Bella, the regular one, just the regular green one, which I also think is beautiful. That's going to be the cheapest one in the range of Hoya Bellas. The second cheapest one would probably be the Hoya Bella Outer Variegated, which I also think is beautiful. I used to have both of them in my collection, but I have since given them up because moving from Kansas to Michigan, I just ran out of space. My friend Wendy inherited the Hoya Bella Outer Variegated, so maybe when I go visit Kansas next year, this year in spring, I can go get a cutting. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, but the Inner Variegated is my favorite. It's just so beautiful. I truly enjoy the Inner Variegated Hoya Bella the most. And if you've been keeping up to date with the Hoya market and all of that, I think nowadays there are like different variations of the Hoya Bella Inner Variegated. I think it's called like Peridot. I'm not very sure. I will include a picture on the screen right now if I find it. If I don't find it, then there will be no picture on the screen. I'm sorry. But this is a wonderful Hoya. I've grown this in loose chunky soil mix before. Does really well. You do have to be careful though because it's a really thin leaf Hoya, so it does dry out. This particular mother plant is growing in full semi-hydro, so it's a mixture of lacquer balls and bonsai rods. It also really seems to enjoy this medium a lot, so this is an alternative if you don't want to grow in loose chunky soil mix. But yeah, this is the first Hoya. The next Hoya on the list is the Hoya Puliana. So I think this might not be, let me see if the camera is going to focus. Oh, maybe it's too close. This might not be that popular of a Hoya on the internet, I feel. I don't really see people talking about the Hoya Puliana very frequently, but I really do enjoy this Hoya. It is extremely tiny. Like, look at how small those leaves are. It's very difficult to prop because it's so tiny, and the vines are very soft and very delicate. They're not woody at all. But as you can see, this Hoya blooms very frequently. So I enjoy this small leaf Hoya a lot because A, it doesn't take up much space. It's very easy to trellis because it's so flexible and bendy. And the leaves are so tiny and so cute. And they're so dainty. It's just really nice. And it just blooms so fast. Like it's an incredibly fast bloomer. This bloomed for me within 8 months of me getting it, and from like a tiny cutting. And it just keeps blooming and blooming, even in lower humidity conditions that are like hovering around 35 to 40%. So this is a really fun Hoya to grow if you're interested in something that is fast growing and fast blooming. I mean, the leaves are definitely not the coolest. I mean, they have no variegation, no splashing, but the blooms are fun. So, oh, sorry, that's the beep from my steamer. I'm steaming some baos right now. Sorry. All right, moving on to the next Hoya. Oh wait, before we move on, I'm growing this in full semi-hydro lacquer balls. The next Hoya we have on the list is my Hoya Serpents Silver. This is a beautiful Hoya. I really do enjoy this Hoya. It hasn't bloomed for me yet, but it keeps churning out new peduncles, which I think is exciting and interesting. It is honestly not a slow-growing Hoya. I think it's a pretty fast-growing Hoya. I like it trellised like that, but obviously you can grow it like in the bush, and I'll show you my next Hoya that's also growing in a bush, and I think it looks really pretty that way as well. But mine's growing on a trellis. If you're interested in knowing how to make your own braided wire trellises, I will link that video down in the description box below. It is not a prescriptive video in any way. You can use a thicker or thinner wire. It really depends on the strength of your fingers and like your dexterity. But yeah, this is the next Hoya. I really enjoyed this. You can also get the Hoya Serpent Splash, which is cheaper than the Hoya Serpent Silver. Yeah, so this is a full silver, but the splash is also really cool. So I will also highly recommend that. It's a pretty relaxed Hoya, very easy to grow, just a really fun Hoya to grow. So I cannot recommend it enough. This one's growing in full semi-hydro in lacquer balls. The next Hoya I have on the list is the Hoya Chinghong Genesis Inner Variegated. It's just so beautiful, so fun. This is a really fun Hoya. They are notoriously hard to propagate and root. So the Hoya Chinghong Genesis is a tiny small leaf Hoya, and the internode spacing is so tight and so small. These are genuinely very difficult to propagate, but I have found success propagating this Hoya in prop boxes or like in a seedling starting box. It does need higher humidity to root up nicely, but I have heard of a lot of horror stories online where people have spent a lot of money to buy a Hoya Chinghong Genesis in a variegated and have it die and not root up properly for them. And I can also share, if you haven't watched my prop box video, and I'll link it down below, I got this Hoya Chinghong Genesis like as a fresh cut, and it promptly dropped like, I don't know, an entire 5 or 6 notes worth of leaves the moment it arrived. And I freaked out big time. I threw it in the prop box as recommended by a different Hoya influencer that I follow on Instagram, and it worked. Yeah, this Hoya really does enjoy the prop box environment when it comes to rooting out. So I will highly recommend putting it in a prop box setting. But yeah, I have 2 different Hoya Chinghong Genesis in a variegated specimens. This one is growing in my loose chunky soil mix in a clear plastic pot. My other one is growing in a full semi-hydro setup, and I have put it back into a prop box to kind of compare the rate of growth and stuff. So this one is going out in ambient. Today is day 3 or day 4 since it came off the box. So far, no tantrums just yet, but hopefully it will just adapt to ambient. I hope. Fingers crossed. But yeah, here's the next one. Beautiful. The next Hoya that I will also highly recommend is the Hoya Serpents, just the regular one, no splash, no silver. So remember how I showed you my previous Hoya Serpent Silver? That one is on a trellis. This one is just growing its wild, beautiful life, just trailing and going in every single direction. It is beautiful. It keeps throwing up peduncles, but it has never bloomed for me yet. This is growing in a mixture of pond and lacquer ball, so semi-hydro, and it just loves it. Beautiful Hoya. Highly recommend. If you haven't had a Hoya Matilde splash or haven't seen a Hoya Matilde splash before, this is one of the parent plants that led to the cross that is the Hoya Matilde. So yeah, beautiful small leaf Hoya. Highly recommend. Very easy going. The next Hoya I have on the list is something that I feel feature on my channel just because I love it so much. If you don't want to shout out a ton of money for the Hoya Chinghong Genesis Inner Variegated, I do highly recommend just the regular Chinghong Genesis. It's beautiful and it's so fast growing, it's so relaxed, it branches out like crazy. The more you prune, the more it branches, just like a polyneura. And it's just very easy going. It's very easy to root. It's a lot easier to root than the inner variegated version, I have to say. I've rooted this out in ambient conditions before and it has rooted out beautifully. This current plant is growing in a mixture of my loose chunky soil mix, but I also have the same plant growing in semi-hydro, and it also does really well in that format. So you have options, but this is definitely a must-have if you're looking for some small leaf Hoyas to add to your collection. The next Hoya I have on the list is my Hoya Curtisii Splash. Oh my god. If you haven't checked out my longer Hoya Curtisii video, you have to, because in there I talk about my care instructions. But this is one of my favorite Hoyas. It is just so lush, it's so beautiful. The more you trim it, the more it branches, and it's just so easygoing. If you've ever felt the inclination to grow, I don't know, string of turtles, string of pearls, string of spades, string of dolphin nowadays, like, oh god, there's so many different string of whatevers. But let me tell you, those plants, I have grown them before and they have grown successfully for me, but they're just so high need. Like, I remember to grow my Hoya turtle like as lush as it looked. I was constantly misting it. I was constantly caring for it. I was constantly watering it. It was just really, really high maintenance. This one, on the other hand, the Hoya curtisii, it is not a high maintenance plant. This is a beautiful, extremely easygoing plant. You can grow it on a trellis if you want, but I think personally, this is the vibe. Like, look at that. It's just beautiful. I really, really love this Hoya and I cannot recommend it enough. This is growing in a hanging pot in loose chunky soil mix. Very, very chill and just gorgeous. Highly recommend. The next Hoya I am going to recommend is also a Hoya curtisii, but this is the Hoya curtisii inner variegated. Yeah, look at that. Wow, just so beautiful. Just like the regular Hoya curtisii splash, it is also very easygoing, very fast growing. This is growing in my loose chunky soil mix. And I grew it out from like a tiny, tiny, tiny little cutting, and it has branched out so many times because I've chopped it so many times. All of this is just like one plant, if you can believe that. Yeah, it's just beautiful. I highly recommend it. Personally, I would love to get the Hoya curtisii elbow. Ooh, that'll be a wish list plant for 2026, for sure. But yeah, same growing conditions in ambient, very chill, living under a grow light. So yeah, highly recommend. If you've been watching my videos, you already know I love, love, love the Hoya Matildes. Any version of the Hoya Matilde, like the Splash, the Grey Fairy. I don't have the Grey Fairy, but I do think it's pretty. But this is probably one of my favorite versions of the Hoya Matilde. This is the Hoya Matilde inner variegated. And my specimen is actually pretty splashy, which I think is really cool. It grows out a ton of peduncles just like my regular Matilde, but has never bloomed for me for whatever reason. But I do highly recommend this particular Matilde. I think it's very easygoing, just like the regular Matilde. It's not fussy at all. It grows really fast for an inner variegated plant, and it branches out very easily. Like, all of this is just one plant in a pot. Like, it's not even like 2-3 cuttings. It's already so lush and so beautiful. I have trellised this, but you can definitely grow it out as like a trailing bush as well. And this is just growing in, honestly, just I think a mixture of cocoa chunks and chunky perlite, so pretty dry, a pretty dry mix. But yeah, a beautiful Hoya. I highly, highly recommend. When you're shopping for a Hoya Matilde though, make sure you are like looking for a specimen with a deep amount of inner variegation. And what I mean by that is like, look at this leaf, look at how like deep that inner variegation is. If you get a Hoya Matilde with like a very, very weak variegation, you're not gonna get this like really nice, bright lime green look to your Hoya, and there's also a higher chance that it might revert on you. So when you're shopping for a Hoya Matilde inner variegated, it would be worth paying a little bit more if you see a nicer specimen, is all I'm gonna say. But yeah, it's a beautiful one. The last Hoya we have on the list today is the Hoya lacunosa tricolor. This is a wonderful, beautiful Hoya. I have grown this in soil. I've also grown this in semi-hydro. Personally, I enjoy growing this out in semi-hydro. I think lacunosas are in general really thirsty plants, and they just really enjoy the semi-hydro setup a lot. But you can definitely grow them in a loose chunky soil mix for sure. My lacunosa tricolor is throwing out so many peduncles right now, and it's making me so happy. All of them are like in different stages of maturity, so I don't know if it's ever gonna bloom for me. This has never bloomed for me just yet, but it's a beautiful Hoya. Very easygoing as well. Again, with anything that's inner variegated, when you're shopping, make sure you're shopping for like a really good specimen that has a deep inner variegation. This one does revert quite easily. So look at this whole strand over here. This is like completely green. But personally, I don't really mind it. I kind of let the green strands grow because they're just so dark and like abby. Like, you know, they have like abs. It's just a really nice contrast next to like the bright lime green inner variegated leaves. So I haven't quite messed with it. I kind of really like the look actually, so I've just left it be. But yeah, this is the very last Hoya on the list. Oh wait, no. You know what? There's a really big small leaf Hoya that I really, really like, treasure and love. It's one of my OG mother plants. I'm not going to carry it in my hand because it's too big, but I will include a video shot on the screen right now. This is my Hoya lacunosa mint. I think it's a beautiful Hoya. It honestly looks very similar to the Hoya corneana silver. Obviously not the same, but very similar. Similar enough that I don't think you need both. But yeah, a beautiful Hoya that this particular specimen is going in my loose chunky soil mix, and it's just very relaxed. And it has bloomed for me multiple times. And you know what? If you've never had a Hoya lacunosa bloom for you, oh my god, the blooms are beautiful. They're fuzzy and yellow, but they are also like one of the strongest smelling perfumey flowers I've ever smelled. So if you don't like strong floral scents, you're not going to like the Hoya lacunosa blooms, but I personally think they smell really, really good, like really. So I will also highly recommend the Hoya lacunosa mint. Alright, and now that we're done with the small leaf Hoya section of our video, I'm going to be talking about the giveaway because we made it to 1,000 subscribers! I cannot believe that we actually made it to 1,000 subscribers. Like, thank you guys so much for the support of my small growing channel. Thank you for always commenting, for liking the videos, and for, you know, just interacting with me on the internet, in my community page, for voting on things. I truly appreciate all of you. So, for the giveaway, I have 15 Hoya stickers, and they are incredibly cute. These stickers are from an Etsy seller that I've been buying Hoya stickers from for a very long time. I really enjoy the quality of his stickers, but let me show you more. They're all so cute. All of these are like my favorite Hoyas, basically, or like Hoyas I've had before. Just really beautiful Hoya stickers. And I have 15 of them, so there will be 5 winners for this giveaway. Each winner is gonna get 3 stickers each. Each winner is gonna get 3 stickers each. And to enter the giveaway, it's super simple. You don't have to follow me on a million platforms. You just have to subscribe to this channel. So if you are not subscribed to this channel just yet, subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed, then there's nothing you need to do. The second thing you need to do is to comment down below. So comment on this video and tell me what your favorite small leaf Hoya varieties are. It can be 1, it can be 5, it can be 10, it can be 20. It's up to you. As long as you leave a comment down below, you are entitled to this giveaway, or rather you are entered into this giveaway. Yeah. So 5 winners. All you have to do is A, subscribe to the channel, B, comment under this video, comment on this video, and you're in the giveaway. It's as easy as that. I will close the giveaway 2 weeks from the date that I publish this video. And I will pin a comment under this video so you know exactly what date it is. And then beyond that date, I'm not going to be drawing for winners anymore. So whoever comments under the video by that date will be eligible for the draw. And then once I am done drawing, I will comment on my community page who the 5 winners are. And then I will get in contact with you. You can DM me on Instagram, on Facebook. Give me your address and I will mail the stickers out to you. And this Givvy is open internationally. So wherever you are, as long as you're watching this video and you're interested in the giveaway, you're eligible for it. So once again, thank you for your support. Since we only have 1,000 subscribers, hopefully, I don't usually get that many comments on my videos, so hopefully it's going to be very easy for you to win. If we only get 5 commenters, all 5 of you are going to get stickers, so yay! As always, thank you for your attention. Thank you for coming online and listening to a random woman talk about plants, ranting about different things. I appreciate you. I am very thankful for you. I'm very grateful for your support and for your time. If you like this video, like the video, smash that like button. And if you want to enter the giveaway, comment down below. If you don't want to enter the giveaway, you can also comment. It's really up to you. It's all good. And then, did I already say subscribe? Yeah, subscribe to the channel. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!